This video, I'm going to be explaining to you kind of my favorite defense right now in the game. One of the best coverages overall that you can utilize against any formation. And it's just a simple defense, but I want to kind of explain why it's effective and kind of the purpose behind the coverage. Now, this is in the nickel 3-3 cub defense. If you guys want to check out my full nickel 3-3 cub defensive ebook, I'm going to put a link to our school community down in the description below. The school site is really cool because it's only $10. It gets you access to everything that we do for both Madden and for College Football 25. Over 15, I think over 15 ebooks total. I know we're very close to like 8 or 9 ebooks for Madden, and I've got more on the way. And then we are going to be actually doing some revamps and some new stuff for college guys as well. So if you guys want to get access to all of that content, that's going to be in the description. Again, school.com/Cody Ballard. The link is going to be down below. $10 will get you access to all of the content on that site. What I wanted to talk about today is really one of my favorite coverages every single year. And specifically, we're going to use it out of 3-3 Cub. And so what we're going to do is we're going to turn on a specific package. So if you look here at the screen, I'm going to flick my right joystick at the play call screen, and it's going to flick over to the safety nickelback package. That's going to put a safety at the nickelback position. Now, feel free to sub players out and back in, and obviously there's still some visual bugs with where players are, but in general, safety nickelback package, and you can sub your players out and then back in to kind of prevent any randomness. And then for coaching adjustments here, we're going to have auto flip defensive play call on. Option defense is going to be on conservative, and that's pretty much all we're going to do. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to be coming out in, you can really come out in any play that you want. I personally prefer the blitz angles and the alignment out of Mike Blitz 0. But if you want to save yourself a couple of adjustments, then you could come out in cover 2 or Tampa 2. But what you'll see here is we have a very, very good little defense for you. And this is a technique that you can use called roll coverage. It's essentially what we're going to do is we're going to make cover 3 cloud adjustments within this. And the reason this is effective is because typically when in Madden you're playing these trips bunch type formations where there's 3 receivers to one side, they really want to high-low that sideline. So what we're going to do is if we ever want to send pressure out of this, we're actually going to roll the coverage like this here, and then we're just going to send our pressure. Now, the main reason why we're doing these adjustments is because we can put these soft squats on the outside, and the soft squat, in my opinion, is the best zone in the game. And what I like to do here is I actually like to press, and then I like to back off both of my outside corners. And this is going to kind of keep everything in front of you. It's going to be hard for them to just flat out kill you one way or the other. If you want to, you can also put this left side safety on a deep half. That will kind of prevent some one-play touchdown type stuff. And if they send 5 out, literally this right here is almost always going to get instant pressure. Now, I don't send 5 a lot. I just send 5 whenever I start to notice that they're consistently sending 5 receivers out on routes. From there, what I like to do is we're going to utilize these soft squats. And then the other thing we're going to do here consistently is we're going to have this vert hook on this right side. And what I like to do is shade underneath, so that I might want to re-soft squat after I do that. And then you would have your coverage kind of look like this. And effectively, this is a good coverage to switch stick onto. And one of the best route combinations that you see constantly is this corner streak post with like a backside drag or something, right? This soft squat and outside third combination is just going to absolutely take this away. It's never going to be able to be thrown. Of course, I throw it, but I'm right there. 2 players. That would be an interception any other time, right? So if you wanted to do this at a Tampa 2, a couple issues here. So first and foremost, the blitz angles are a little bit different. And then if you come out in this would actually be aligned properly. So the blitz angles are a little bit different. And also they're not actually on vertical hooks this year for some reason. So kind of some things to kind of keep in mind here. But if you do shade underneath, you can then re-soft squat these guys. And then from there, if you want to stay in this cover 2 like this, or you can actually vert hook the guy yourself and kind of get into the coverage this way. Whoops. Why that's and it's kind of being weird here for us. But anyways, I prefer to just make the adjustments out of Mike Blitz 0. Now, the beauty of this is this basically applies to any formation that you want to guard. So let's say they audible over to Bunch Strong Nasty. One of my favorite things to do here is to actually utilize, situationally, you can also utilize some man ups. So we might run a coverage like this, for example, here, and we're still utilizing the soft squat on that right side. And then if you want to send 4, you can send 4, or you can have, you could have 2 guys manned up here on the right side. You could have this kind of vert hook and run the defense like this. I just think it's a very versatile way to play defense, and it just constantly, I think, keeps everything in front of you. It makes it hard for them just to sit back and throw corner routes. Like, even if they have an underneath route, you see, look at that man up in that outside third, just take away the corner route. Again, the main purpose of the defense is to take away the deep corners of the field. And then occasionally, the other thing you can also do, just kind of situationally, is you can play hard flats on this outside, and then you could send, basically a defense like this, where we're gonna send our 5. We have a man up here, and essentially we're just trying to get aggressive and get a stop, right? So situationally, you can kind of tune those flats down, or keep them at the soft squat, or even cloud flat them. One of my favorite adjustments to do in this game is to utilize these soft squats and then utilize that kind of cover 3 concept from these thirds. And then from there, what I would do, like in a long yardage situation, probably send 4, and then we're just going to protect the sticks. And again, I really like to back these guys off. And you'll see here that by protecting the sticks, it'll just keep them at that depth of whatever it might be, 10 yards, 15 yards, 20 yards. So it's a really nice, safe coverage for you to use. Now, just to kind of illustrate how fast you can set this up, the more you work on this, it's really not, you see here, like, we're basically already set up, and we're in our defense. And I like this. And then, like I said, situationally, we can do things like crossman. We can crossman players. We can, kind of do however we want. But I think this is a very simple and simultaneously very effective way to play defense. And sometimes that 4-man will come in off that edge. If you guys want to check out my full 3-3 Cub defensive ebook, I'll put a link to it in the description below to go sign up for the school site. Remember, by being a member of the school site, you're going to get access to all of my offensive and defensive ebooks, both for Madden and for College Football 25.